Today we're going from this to this.
Hey everyone, I'm Nick and welcome to the channel. Now today we're working on the 2006 Range Rover Sport again, and what we're doing is upgrading the interior lights to LEDs. And we're doing that with today's sponsor, AUXITO. So they sent me these bulbs to swap all the interior bulbs plus the plate lights. So let's get to it. Now before we get started, these are the LEDs we're going to be using. They're the 194 models, and they're compatible with W5W, T10, 194, 168, and 2825. I'm using two 10 packs, which should cover all the interior lights and the plate lights with a few to spare. All right, so the first one we're going to start with is in the trunk. And this one's actually burnt out already, so it's perfect timing. Now to get these out, grab from this side. There's like a little notch in it. It'll pull forward and out. So these work. This snaps in, and on the other side it just slots in. So like that, and then push in. And you can kind of see on the edge here that there's a little relief cut, which is where you pull it from. So you can use a trim tool or your fingers, depending on what fits. The bulb should just wiggle straight out. Just pull it out. The new bulbs have LEDs on 5 sides.
Now I just want to make a quick note that if the LED doesn't turn on, you can always try to flip it around just in case.
There we go. Perfect. Now we can just pop that back in. And we have a nice, bright, white light. So now we're on the rear door. And you can see this one's also out. It's the same thing right here. You can see the little notch there. Grab it there. Slide it out a bit. Pop that out. There we go. Put that in. Nice bulb there. Perfect. So for this, we don't want to remove the whole bezel. There's actually an insert here. You see this grid? That is where you'll pull it out. And then beyond that, it's very similar to the rest. Get your bulb here. Grab that. Now to check if you got it right, you turn it on. There we go. Awesome. Same thing on the other side, so we're going to do that too. Perfect. That's good. Now here's a good time to do a comparison on the other door. You can see the kind of amber color, like a warm white, and a nice cool white on this side. So you get a slightly different feel, kind of modernizes things a bit with the cooler white color. All right, so just keep in mind, incandescent bulbs are really, they get pretty hot. All right, so since the other lights we worked on were either burnt out or switchable, this one presented a different challenge. We actually had to wait for it to power down. So what you can do is just open all the doors you're gonna work on and wait a few minutes until it powers down, and then we can actually work on it then. So I'll test this one and make sure it works after I've done the others so that the other bulbs are cooled down and easy to work on. There we go. Same thing right here. Ooh, there's some dirt in here. Leave that one partly out. Now we can do the driver footwell since we're over here. The same process, but it's right up here, so. Same process. Grab it here. in. We'll leave this out until we test it. And we can move over to the other side. On the passenger side footwell, same thing. And the passenger door is just like the driver door. Also a little dusty, interestingly. Here we go. Now we can test it. Okay, I'm gonna open the rear door. There we go, that works. So yeah, this one's good. Footwell is good. Rear door, driver footwell. That is great. All right, so I'm gonna just pop these all back in. That already makes a big difference. So now it's time to replace the bulbs in the dome light. So there's 3. And to get to them, we can actually turn them all off. And we gotta remove the lens here. So that's gonna be come in with a trim tool and carefully release it. There we go. You can see there's 4 little clips that hold it. So you wanna do that carefully. Pull the lights straight out. Just pull straight down here. So actually once we get here, we have 1 light left in our first 10 pack. And then we can open the second one. And so we can pop this in here. Perfect. And the center one too. Now all we have to do is put the lens back on, so. Snapped in. That looks great. Awesome. So right here we have the plate bulb behind this. You can actually see this is the, let me turn this off. So this little pin here is what turns it on and off. You can see there's a little clip here. Let's squeeze that together. And we're gonna try to get this out because it also clips in around this. So I gotta kind of carefully see if I can get that in.
Now this bulb is optional since it's a little tedious without removing the glove box, but our goal is to remove the module that holds the bulb.
There we go. Now we have to kind of wiggle it out if we can. Gotta be careful because we don't want to burn ourselves either. There we go. All right, now should be able to pop that out and let this cool down a bit. So to get this out, I had to wiggle it a bit, and then I was able to adjust it using, or hold it using the cable here. And now I just have to get that bulb out. It's pretty wedged in there. It's actually held in the module. So I was able to remove the connector. I think it was actually broken on this one. I had to push this little catch out from here. And now we can replace the bulb. There we go. It pops out. Now I just have to slide this in. It is, so it's in that direction. You can see the bulb holders. Let's try it out. There we go. Eventually this also powers down with the rest of the door bulbs. So once the doors are open long enough, let's just shut off. Now we have to get this back in. So this here is going to go through that opening, this little one through there. So we have to push it in, up, and then you have to fiddle with it a bit. The easier way would be to remove the glove box completely. Gently guide it back forward. There we go. Awesome. That one's optional, but it is a nice finishing touch. All right, now the last step is the plate lights. It's the same thing for the plate lights. We gotta get them open through there. All right, so we're just gonna catch in from this side. Carefully but firmly pull it. There's a little bit of moisture around it because it snowed. And once we have that side, get our tool in here. I'm trying to free it from there too. There we go. So you can see right here, you got two little hooks there and then a catch right here. So now we have to take this out. So you turn it, release it. Slop that out. Put a new one in. Just twists out. So we gotta twist it back in. There we go. I'm gonna do the other side so we can test it before we slot it all back in. There we go. Twist, release. Go. Now I'm gonna go turn on the lights inside. All right, nice and bright. So maybe we should compare what it looked like before. So you can see it makes a really big difference. And we'll snap that side in. There we go. Go. Awesome. And that is it. That's all the bulbs. Switch to LEDs. So that wraps up the LED conversion. I think it looks great and it really modernizes the truck. If you want to do the same conversion on your truck, I'll leave links in the video description, and I want to thank AUXITO for making this video possible. They also offer a bunch of other LEDs, so be sure to check out their website to get headlights, interior lights, and more. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more content like this and more work on this truck coming soon, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.